Look what came in the mail today! The Regal Cobra Commander. I'm like 99% positive that's what this is. It is from it's from Hasbro Pulse. This is my Regal Cobra Commanders. These things have been waiting on them for a while since I think like back in June is when we the first pre-order for these was taking place. I had them up on Pulse for about a month. If you remember, this is the figure that caused all the ruckus with the network app. Yes, and they packed them well. Yeah, check it out. There's even packing material in here. Pretty happy with that. Doesn't look like we got any damaged boxes or anything. Check him out, man. That looks like an awesome figure. This looks great. I am thrilled with how this turned out. Man, I've got another Cobra Commander, a classic Cobra Commander hanging up there or up there that I'll show alongside these so that we can look at some color differences and whatnot. But this is the Regal, the light blue Regal Cobra Commander. I got 5 of them. 5 of these guys. Yeah, whenever I made my order, 5 was the purchase limit on them. And I just got what I was able to get. One, I wanted them to ship in a box where they weren't going to get damaged, but here we go. Yes! 5 Regal Cobra Commanders. And the boxes are all in good shape. This one looks like it's got a little bit of a, not really a dent or anything, but just like a pressure mark right here. But what we're going to do is probably open this one up since the box is not perfect. We'll open it up and check him out. Do a little bit of a figure review, a little bit of an unboxing in this mail haul video. So let's get to it. I already know that somebody's gonna give me shit for buying 5 of these. Why did you need 5? Because I wanted 5. I wanted 5 of them. I'm gonna open one, mess with it here for the video, and probably give one away. And I have Christmas coming up. So one of these is definitely going to be going to somebody, a friend of mine, as a gift. And, you know, it's just, people complain about the weirdest things. But let's get to Coco. The light blue versus the dark blue. Let me grab one of the regular Cobra Commanders real quick. There we are, side by side. Dark blue, light blue, same mold. It's the same figure. But you have the Regal on the right and the regular on the left. All of the silver trim from the regular release is gold. The red is black, and some other minor differences as well. I think that you have more detailed paint apps on the Regal Cobra Commander than what you do on the regular Cobra Commander. Especially like as far as like the sword goes, and just a couple little things to point out here. On his shoulder piece, you have that little red paint app. It's very cool. And this figure was a Pulse exclusive. Now, what I find to be interesting is that they have the exact same artwork and the exact same number. So, the light blue is just a variant. And it's still like it's a great looking figure. So the vintage figures, the first Cobra Commander was a light blue, whereas the troopers and officers were a dark blue. And you have this variance here with these figures as well. The Cobra Island troopers and the regular release troopers are a darker blue that will match this, and you don't have anything that'll match him, but it is kind of a throwback to the original Cobra Commander. You also have the hooded Cobra Commander that came out in the 80s, which was a darker blue, much like the troopers and officers. So, now that we made that comparison, let's go ahead, and I think this is the one that had the little, it's not really a dent, it's more of like an impression here on the side of the box. This is the one that we're going to open up. Check him out. So, I'm going to slice this tape without screwing up the box, hopefully. If I get in there, right there, yes, there we go. You know, I used to be so against this. I love opening up a figure now for some reason. It's just, there's something about it that's pleasing, and getting this guy out in the light, man, I am impressed. A lot of people thought it was gaudy. They called him the Captain Crunch Commander and all kinds of stuff. But you know, looking at this guy in the light, I'm actually impressed. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I think they did a great job on it. I'm glad that Hasbro was able to offer this to us after the network fiasco, which, I mean, if you really want to break it down, the network fiasco was probably more so hype from Hasbro to sell an exclusive figure. They said that it was a prototype that they had sent to network, but I think that it was probably just kind of a little teaser to drum up interest, which they did a good job of doing. Now, Cobra Commander does have a hole here in his back where he can accept an accessory, a backpack. I've seen some third-party backpacks be made. And he has the red on the inside of his cloak, his cape. And I don't think this comes off. It's a separate piece for sure, but I don't think that it necessarily comes off of there. But the hands do pop out. Check out the articulation. Same articulation style as other figures. And he has the shoulder swivel here. Joints are nice and tight on this figure. I'm really, really, really happy and impressed with the G.I. Joe figures, the classified line. Now, if we look at the head, this is, of course, his head. This is not a removable helmet. That bright silver paint on the mask. Check that out. Man, this looks good. I can't praise this enough. I'm so happy with it. The hands do pop out. They are interchangeable, and he did come with extra hands. So let's see if we can get this in here. There we go. Yes. Cobra! Great figure. And I wish that they would have gone with something more along the lines of his original gun instead of this weird flintlock pistol. I'm going to see if I can get this in his hand here. I don't really care for the weird flintlock looking pistol that he has here. That's makes him look too much like a pirate or a Napoleonic dictator, which, I mean, you know, he kind of was a Napoleonic type figure. Check out the boots, the pointed boots, the gold armor, all the articulation in the ankles. And he does have the calf rotator as well as the hip rotation. Get the sword, put it in the scabbard here. Fantastic. Loving this figure. Now, the Supreme Cobra Commander, when he comes out, will have like a little globe that he can be holding on to, and like this is just awesome. So I hope that everyone who wanted one was able to get one of these. Like I said, they were up on Pulse for pre-order for like a month or more. I'm pretty sure that it was about a month, but yeah, I mean they gave everyone an ample amount of time to get these. They do have peg holes for the feet, but nothing to, we don't have any vehicles or dioramas or displays or anything like that for these. I know there is a company selling stands. I think Action Force actually has stands as well that will work with these, and the Action Force figures do scale with the Hasbro G.I. Joe figures. So you'll have all of that available very soon. I think the Action Force figures are shipping in March. But as G.I. Joe slowly trickles in from Hasbro, yes, we have had plenty of delays, and it seems like the classified figures are just damn near non-existent on the shelves in stores. Over the last couple of months, I've seen nothing. I've seen no classified figures whatsoever coming in, and I know that Hasbro said that it was basically they didn't anticipate the response that they got to these figures, so the production numbers were not nearly as high as what they probably should have been. And that's why we ended up with the the ghosts of the Cobra Island Troopers in Target, which were Target exclusives. I only saw Cobra Island figures on the shelf maybe twice, and it was literally like, we're putting these out, one item per person, and that's all that we were able to buy around here, because people were just buying them up like crazy, especially those troopers. Everybody wanted those troopers, and they still do. The regular release troopers are not, they're not out yet. We've been able to pre-order them by the case, but that's unfortunately that's a situation that we're in. It seems like the production for G.I. Joe, maybe some of that's due to COVID, maybe some of it's due to the under-anticipated response, that the customer base response. I don't know. So if we take a look here at the chest, he does have the ab crunch. It's not going to bend forward, and I'm not going to force it, but that's a little loose, but everything kind of holds it together. Not really an issue. Plenty of posability. I'm not going to pop his head off, but his head does move around on it's like a dog bone joint in there, I believe. It moves, oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see right in there that it has a joint, plus you have the joint where the head actually attaches. Out of hell with it. Let's see if we can pop that head off. The head was very, very tight on there. So anyway, this one's actually not the dog bone joint, I don't think. Yeah, it's separate. So you have the neck here, and then you have the ball joint there. Man, that is tight. Very tight. Which is good. Which is really good for these. And the head snaps back on and stays, it's tight enough that it's going to hold position and whatnot. It's not going to flop around or anything. You're not going to have the spinning on its own exorcist head or anything like that. Although his head does rotate 360 degrees, it's not floppy, it's not loose, and it's not a problem. So these are fantastic figures. Again, I hope that everyone who wanted one was able to get one. And if not, well, you're probably stuck getting one on the secondary market. But much like any other exclusive, that's probably where a lot of people are going to turn to. So here we have it, the Regal Cobra Commander. I hope that you've enjoyed my little unboxing video here, and hope that you got your hands on these and like them. I really, really think this figure is just badass. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Stay tuned for more. And the Cobra battle cry, Cobra!